for the $100,000 Midas Golden Challenge, just off a win over Jim Polis. 206, 198 with 5 strikes. He's leading off, headed, he hopes, for the $15,000 first prize. All right, first frame. Now, for today, in competition, in practice, you saw 22-year-old Steve Cook at 6'6", 250 pounds.
Watch him handle that bowling ball. Looks like a peanut. And he just annihilated this field. He was on our telecast in Alameda, defeated Earl Anthony for his first title. He's an exciting player.
We're all even after a frame for each professional. Here's a look at his style.
Look at the tremendous, tremendous power in this man. 5-step delivery, uses all the extension. Look at that high arm swing, the tremendous cocked wrist, and look at him unload that wrist at the bottom of the swing. Look at how low he is. Tremendous form. What a shot to start the telecast. This is the one lane that may give him a little trouble right here. The left-hand lane's hooking more today. Steve likes him a little tight.
Look at that week's average, 232.9 in 42 games. And he gets him for that double. Now Petraley is back up. To stay even, he must strike.
It's amazing with that amount of hook, that amount of revolution, and against a light pin, we're using 3-pound, 4-ounce pins here this week, that he can even avoid chopping, cutting through and leaving the 6-8. Petraley needs a strike to hold it even.
Leaving the 3 on the right lane.
Once again, we can see the right-hand lane being the tighter, or the one that's hooking the least of these two lanes. Petraley coming in light, leaves the 3-pin. Petraley zeroed on lane 23, struggling a little on 24.
Coming into this match, Petraley has earned $21,610. Big crowd, including the parents of our director, Roger Goodman, and the granddaughter of Frank and Rose Esposito, all living in the Chicago area. What an area for bowling.
Tremendous, Chris. Always has been. The great teams of the 50s were here. A lot of the great stars, Salvino, Bomar, they all lived here.
Petraley really trying hard. You can see that he wants to become only the second 2-time winner on the tour telecast this year.
One of these fellows will be the second 2-time winner. Each one of them's won a tournament. Steve Cook, he won in Alameda. Johnny Petraley with 3 clutch strikes, won at the Miller High Life. Notice how Steve Cook uses all the approach, all the way to
his heels are off of it.
If there was a few more feet, he might use a little more. What a powerful style.
Well, he got a break. 10 went out, leaving the 4-7.
Look at it, all the approach, right on the very edge, 5-step delivery. Look at how he hits the line so good for a big man, though. Right by his right leg, you can see the tremendous wrist action from that shot as his hand completely went around the ball, just like palming a basketball. That's the way he throws the bowling ball. Has a bit of problem. He has changed balls to shoot the spares. Use a hard ball that skids a lot and doesn't hook to shoot his spares. And that sound you heard is the thumb hole, Chris. When he kills the shot, naturally you don't get the turn or the spin, and the ball rolls right over the thumb hole. That's really a good way to shoot those spares. You do not need power for spares, just touch the spares. The power is for mixing those big strikes. Look at that score, 252 for 8 games Friday afternoon. He also bowled a 300 game on this pair Thursday night.
So his third strike in 4 frames.
Struggled along at 225. These are 230 shooters this week.
And Petraley stays only 2 pins away from the lead with that double. This is the final match. We're live in Palatine, Illinois on the Professional Bowlers Tour. More Petraglia with Cook's open frame, 153 through the 8th. Leads by 24, has a double working, now shooting in the 8th frame.
And watch Petraglia go after this shot. It's great psychological move. He could take a tremendous command right here. This is the key shot of the match. And he gave it his best toss, the solid 7. It's not over by any means. Petraglia, 23-pin lead, going at a 2:16 pace. Cook still has 2:13 left if he can put it together. Petraglia has to keep it clean and with good counts.
Spare in the 8th for Brooklyn's John Petraglia, now living in Staten Island, New York. Karate expert, loves to read, loves to play golf, and quite talented at gymnastics. Amazing guy at 5'11", 150 pounds.
Keep the ball in play. He has the lead. The only thing he can do now is defeat himself.
Starting the foundation ninth for Petraglia. Now, after an open, shooting in the 9th, 22-year-old Steve Cook of Roseville, California.
He's been a little overcautious in this match. He has to just let it happen now. He needs strikes.
Leaving the 2-pin on the right lane.
The big hook. Steve Cook has been in the nose, up high, 4 shots on the right-hand lane. He got a nice strike in the first frame, but the 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th have been disaster for him.
Of course, the fans of both bowlers have been rooting for strikes, and you know, Nelson, Midas Golden Challenge Tournament is donating $500 for each strike rolled by the winning bowler to the Alexander Graham Bell School here in Chicago, a school which specializes in education for children and young people whose hearing is impaired.
Must strike for Steve Cook. He has to have this one. He's still in it. But Steve Cook can bowl 203, can force Petraglia to get a good count in the 10th. It's not a deadlock cinch, but if Cook does not strike on this ball, Petraglia is a winner. Must strike.
And in the count for charity, Petraglia with 6 strikes thus far and Cook with 5. Palmer Falgren, our statistician again. He's great. All right.
Cook with 9 or a strike on this ball would force John Petraglia to get at least 8 pins on 2 balls. Ooh, that's what he's hoping. Petraglia got 200 even. Johnny Petraglia, all he has to do is let it go. He has his 2nd championship of the year, and they're both within 90 miles of each other. Maybe John will move to this area.
So in the East versus the West, it's a 2-4-7. John Petraglia
needs 1 pin, Chris. Any one of these pins, and he's the winner.
He double-checked with the tournament director, Harry Golden. Good idea.
He's got it.
All right.